What's going on, family? What y'all been up to? Y'all staying focused? I know the background look different. I'm kind of out and about right now. But what y'all got going? How many of y'all truly staying focused? I'm here to answer any of y'all fitness questions, nutrition questions, healthy lifestyle questions. What questions y'all got for me? How y'all day been? We got to make sure we staying focused, y'all. Don't forget it's 2025. 2025 don't mean nothing if y'all ain't doing something different. So let's talk about it. Who all staying focused and who all need help? I mean, we all human, but some of us be slipping up more than others. So everybody don't raise their hand at the same time. Somebody needs help with something. Somebody has a weakness that's weaker than the next person. So you the one that need the help. You're struggling with your sugar addiction. You're struggling with your pop addiction. You're struggling with your chips every day throughout the day addiction. Let's talk about it. And not to mention fast food. We got to talk about it. You know, me jumping on this live is therapeutic for me too. It helps me hold myself accountable. I mean, so I got stuff I struggle with too. I just don't struggle like the next person struggles because I've been doing it for so long. But I'm only human. When I mess up, I punish myself. Y'all know that's what mainly I teach. That's the main thing I teach. You go outside of your regular eating habits, punish yourself. Eating more sugar than you're supposed to, punish yourself. You ain't been working out like you used to, when you do work out, punish yourself. We gotta make sure we accept accountability. In order for us to reach our goals, we gotta make sure we accept accountability for our own actions. That's the only way you're gonna reach your goals successfully. Most people like to point the finger at other people, but nah, we ain't trying to do that. We is not trying to do that. But tell me what y'all day been like. Who's struggling? And then some stuff definitely need to be said, like when we're around people that bring bad energy. That's still dealing with health. That's mental health. If you ain't mentally right, you ain't gonna be physically right. It's impossible. Some of y'all got people around that's just, I don't care how long I've been knowing them. If they ain't right, they ain't right. Focus in only on what you trying to do, what you want to do, and what you gonna do. And whoever energy match that will naturally be attracted to you. Don't focus in on family that ain't doing what you're doing. Don't focus in on friends that's not doing what you're doing. That don't mean we got enemies. That don't mean we hate people or don't like people. That just means we got our priorities together. Hey, how you pronounce it? Pavy Asterisk. I think this is my first time seeing you on here. I don't want to butcher it. But did I say the first name right? Pavy. Welcome to the live, Pavy. This is my first time seeing you in here, I think. Make sure you hit the like button too, man. That way it'll spread through the algorithm. Well, yeah, welcome to the channel, man. Did I say it right? Haha. I think I'm saying it right. Pavy. How you doing, Pavy? Is that how you pronounce it? Pavy. How you doing, man? How your day been? So you in I'm trying to see what flag is that. What What country are you in? What country is that? I know it ain't Dominican Republic because they got the same colors, but the flag ain't like that. Trying to. What country you in? But yeah, y'all, we gotta get rid of those toxic people. We don't need no toxic people around us ever. There's no need. Some people think they can't be alone. You can be alone. You just don't want to be. Suck it up. I told y'all over here, we gonna get results. We all about good energy, and we all about accountability. We can't lose with that, y'all. We just can't lose. I'm out and about taking care of stuff right now. I was gonna wait to jump on live probably about another hour, but I said let me jump on here now, since pretty much posted up anyway. We gotta do what we gotta do. What's your nutrition questions? What's your lifestyle questions? Like healthy lifestyle, a better lifestyle, better eating, gym routine, workouts. What's your bad habits? Let's talk about it. Somebody got to talk about it. It might as well be the people that's like-minded and focus in on their health. A lot of people be out here looking at other people, blaming other people, faulting other people for their downfalls as if these people are responsible for you. You're a grown person. That person that's being successful and waking up, getting to it every day, they making it happen. And not wishing it happened, not trying, but actually making it happen. I don't even like to say the word try, because try is 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I read that about a couple of years ago, and once I read it, it made sense. People who go into the NBA don't say I'm trying to go to the NBA. People who say I'm gonna be a doctor don't say I'm gonna try to be a doctor. People that say I want to be a teacher don't say I'm gonna try to be a teacher. They say I'm gonna be a teacher. They say I'm gonna be a doctor. They say I'm going to the NBA. They claim it, and they put the actions with it to match that and help them reach their goal. That's what it's all about. It's 2025, and a lot of people still doing the exact same shit that they was doing last year. Pavy, you say, is it boring? What you mean? Is what boring? What you mean, Pavy? Is what boring? But yeah, y'all, like I said, we gotta make sure we lock and loaded. If I can get up and do it, so can the next person. What type of goals are y'all really trying to accomplish this year? Let me ask y'all that. Pavy, since you in a live, what type of goals are you trying to accomplish this year? Like, what's your number one goal, Pavy, that you're trying to accomplish in 2025? Let's conversate since it's me and you right here. What's your number one goal that you're trying to take care of this year? I just want to see where you at with it. See where your head at. Because there's a lot of people wake up and they don't even have goals. They just wake up. That's why they be walking around with their head down, looking like they searching for their soul. They don't even know which way to go. They just wake up and just get running into walls. You need goals. That's gonna bring you life. That's what make you feel like you living instead of surviving. When you don't have goals, you just out here surviving. We trying to be living. We trying to live. Pavy, what's your goals, man? What's your goals for 2025? Tell me your goals. I was watching something earlier. I was posting a video on, what was it? Instagram. Yeah, I was posting a video earlier on Instagram. And, Pavy, I'm trying to, I guess you speak in a different language. C, I know that means yes. G. Raphael, what up, though? How your day been, Raphael? But I was watching something earlier, and I was posting on Instagram, and this lady was cooking something. She was cooking a snack or whatever, and I remember it was what you call those cookie things. But anyway, it was some cookies. It's a certain name to them, but it was some cookies. And then she used a whole stick of cream cheese, and she whipped those two together, put that in the freezer, sprinkled some more crumbled cookies on top of it, and put some white chocolate or whatever, right? And she was saying what she was saying, and she bit into it and saying how delicious it was, right? And then at the end, before the video ended, it said, I don't know about y'all, but forget a diet. Well, of course, you know this lady wasn't in shape. Most people is going to gravitate towards that type of stuff because most people is out of shape and don't live a healthy lifestyle. Somebody like me will look at it and say, oh, it look good as far as a treat. But most people will agree with her when they say, forget a diet. So she really promoting more of that type stuff. Oh, that's what's up, Mom. No, no, Raphael. Yeah, I know this background was gonna throw y'all off. I'm just out and about taking care of something. No, I ain't in no daycare. My day productive. Oh, that's what's up, Raphael. But yeah, Raphael. I'm just talking about this lady that was on Instagram. I was posting a video earlier, a fitness video, and the lady was she was making this snack. It was called a quick something. But anyway, it had these cookies that she mashed up in the blender. She crumbled up in the blender. She put the cookies and the cream cheese in a blender, crumbled it all up, mixed it, and turned it into like a batter. Made them into balls, froze them, or put them in the freezer, I guess so they can harden up. And then dipped them in white chocolate, and then took some more cookies, them same cookies, and crumbled it, and then put like this, I think a drizzle of extra white chocolate on top of it. But anyway, she bit into it, and it did look good. She bit into it and said, look, these taste so good, and she was just shaking her head or whatever, right? And I agreed with her with that part. But then she said at the end, before the video ended, she said, I don't know about y'all, but forget a diet. And then she was smiling at the camera and then walked off. Most people see that, that's how they gonna feel. Those type of channels go more to the masses of people that's not trying to do nothing healthy. And she probably got a nice following because that's how the world is. Most of the world is out of shape and unhealthy. Out of shape and unhealthy. Like if we go back and look at some of the channels with some of the biggest followings when it comes to cooking, look at the ingredients. The ingredients is the regular stuff that we grew up on, which is the worst stuff. Some people tell me, fuck being healthy and it's overrated. I tell them to say that to your doctor when they say, yeah. They and the thing about it, Raphael, they know what time it is, man. They just in denial. And they are, a lot of them are already feeling and going through some type of health issues now. So, and like I always say, Raphael, like, of course, we are human and it's a struggle. Sometimes we go outside our limits or whatever. But you got to think, anytime you do go outside of your limits, you still doing better than probably 90% of people out here. So that should make us feel extra good. Because our little bit is what they doing every day, all day. You see what I'm saying? So at least we can still afford to get away with it because we got some type of punishment. We drinking water all throughout the day. We active in the gym. So we still balance even when we get imbalanced a little bit. As long as we don't let it continue on for like days and days and days and days at a time, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. But I always say, like, as long as you catch it before it get to being too continuous, like 3, 4, 5, 6 days, you've been going a week strong with just eating the wrong stuff, yeah, that you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Like, if I feel like I'm about to get going 2 days consistent with something that's outside of my eating schedule, I catch it. Because 2 days it turns to 3 days and then 4 days. But it's always the people that's unhealthy saying stuff like that. They're in denial and afraid to get it. Yeah, and they know what time it is. They use all the butter, all the pancakes, all of this, all the ramen noodles. Like a lot of stuff that we grew up on. A lot of the stuff we ate too. It's just that eventually you got to get some type of healthiness going. You know what I'm saying? People run in and out the Coney Island, barely can walk in there. We see it. Even when we go and treat ourselves, we see these same people reaching for this stuff, but the biggest difference is they get this stuff all the time. Barely can walk, but going in a soul food place. Now, what make you think that that stuff is good for them going in a soul food place? Any soul food place you go to, it's going to be high sodium, more than likely, whatever because you got the fried, you got the flour, you got gluten, they got cakes that you can get on the side, banana pudding, so you got sugar, so whatever they going in there to get ain't going to help their current situation. They need to be going to the fruit aisle of a grocery store or something. They need to be going to getting water, stocking up on water and stuff like that. Eating some berries and some salads and stuff like that, cleaning their system out. But what do? They go get more pork. They go do more fried chicken, more fried fish, and they already got health issues. That's the worst. That's the worst. You know what I'm saying? But that's how the people that's not in shape, they always hating on people, and they do the most, I swear. Because the people that's in shape just be chilling. Ain't nothing for us to really say. We can, don't get me wrong, we can brag, we can say a loud, proud, with our chests out, but we ain't got to. But the people that's not in shape, they acting with the energy that we can have. We can be loud and bold and all this type stuff with it. They quick to put something down. When we can be quick to put something out there and shut down whatever they got to say, because even without us saying nothing, we looking apart. Even without us saying nothing, our actions match it, because when people ask us what we do or what we coming from, this and that, we say we sore from working out. So it's always going to come up. We say we went to the gym. We say we going to the gym. We say it's a day off. I'm going to be back in there tomorrow, though. Like, the conversation of health is naturally going to come up. The biggest weakness with people is food. That's a killer. So even if people wasn't working out in the gym, if only they was able to lock and load their nutrition, they would be all right. But guess what? They can't. Nutrition is a big weakness. They can't do it. They can't do it. I do pretty good. I'm talking about, when I say pretty, actually I do great. Not just pretty good, I do great. I've been doing this thing forever, for decades. My nutrition been going since 2003. But it mainly kicked in full speed the way it is now, I would say about 5 years ago, but it changed about 10 years ago. So I'll say about 10 years, I've been going crazy with it. That's when I got rid of a lot of stuff that I see in the market. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started getting rid of a lot of stuff that I see in the market about 10 years ago. And then about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, that's when I got rid of fast food. That's when it really got serious. That's when I started really locking the load. But yeah. Yep. But everything been good with you, Raphael? The year been going all right for you, huh? I know it's been going pretty good for me, man. I'm focused. I'm actually I'm about to be out of town, Raphael, so I ain't gonna be on live for a minute unless I can get to it where I'm going, because I'm gonna be in another country. So I'm gonna be gone for a little minute. But this week I'm just working out and uploading videos and editing and all that type stuff. So I leave out of town. I got about 4 days, man, but it's been pretty busy because it's a lot of stuff bunched in. A few last minute things, but not really last minute. Because I wouldn't consider it last minute unless it was like a day or two before. But the way I'm trying to have it to where before I go out of town, that day before or 2 days before is smooth selling. Usually it don't be like that, because it be I'm talking about last minute stuff. Dollar store, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, little stuff, toothpaste. I'm trying to bunch all that stuff up in these next 3 days, 4 days. That way, come 2 days before my trip, I can rest, sleep. It's gonna be a nice little flight, so I'm trying to do a lot of sleeping on the plane. That way, once I get where I'm going, I ain't gotta rest. I'm just hitting the ground running. Oh yeah, appreciate it. Cause you were in um Pavy. I think that's how you pronounce it. Pay. I don't want to butcher your name. I hate butchering people's names because you were in Serbia, Belgrade. What you mean, Pavely? I don't understand because you were in Serbia, Belgrade. Yeah, but I appreciate it, Raphael. I'm gonna be gone for a minute, man. I told you I work hard and travel hard. I really don't be posting my travel stuff, but that's only because I got plans on what I'm gonna be doing with my travel stuff. But I actually do a lot of traveling. That's part of my being balanced. So a lot of stuff that's on the channel, of course, you mainly see is more of a nutrition talk or videos / workout, staying healthy, mentally healthy, and staying focused type stuff. But all of this stuff, even the travel, is part of a healthy lifestyle because the traveling actually balanced me out. That way, when I get back, I grind even harder. Otherwise, working and burn you out. You got to be able to play hard just as much as you work hard. So that's how I balance stuff out. Yep. So I can't wait. I mean, I be grinding hard. Like I say, I'm out and about right now, making some runs, doing this and doing that. So yeah. Yeah, but it's always the ones that's not in shape. It's always the people that's not really doing what they supposed to do out here. Even if they making more money than you, just by looking at you and knowing that you in shape, they'll have a problem with it. That ain't nothing but a self-hate, though. Haters gotta hate, right? But yeah, I know one thing. It's cold out there. The temperature dropped yesterday. It was good here in Detroit, Michigan. The day before yesterday, and then it dropped real low yesterday, and then it's low today. I think we got one more day before it kind of go back up to like the 30s. I think right now we like in 20s. I think Thursday, I think the temperature is gonna go up like 10 degrees or something like that. But I ain't tripping. Raphael, you say a good start for you. That's good, man. That's good. Like I say, Raphael, as long as the drama ain't around and you got a nice little routine, like you know where to go. You know, if you wanted to drink, or you know where to go if you just wanted to go have fun, or invite company over, or you had a taste for a steak, your work schedule, like, as long as you got your stuff going, you good. As long as you got your stuff going, you good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you watch, rinse, and repeat that so much to where how do you have room or make room for stuff that don't fit in? It's like you go to sleep, you wake up, you eat, you go to the gym, you work out, you go to work, you get in, you fix your food, you watch your show or whatever your thing, the game, whatever. You spend time with whoever, your wife or the kids, grandkids, or the son, and then you go to the grocery. It's like, how do you make time for the stuff that don't make sense? And then whatever extra time you have, you should be using most of that to perfect your craft on whatever you're trying to start. And if you don't know what type of business or hustle you want to start on the side, then that time and energy still should be put into you making some money and putting it up on the side. That way, once you figure it out, you at least have the funds to get it going. You might be like, well, you know what? I'm gonna start this landscaping, so I gotta put up. I'm gonna jump on all this extra overtime. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that because I'm gonna need a pickup truck, and then I'm gonna get a lawnmower rake and a blower to get started, a weed whacker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. This is the time to be grinding and coming up right now because it's the cold season. Won't nobody really be seeing you, and most people slow down in this season because it's so cold. You know what I'm saying? So this is the time to figure out some stuff. Like I just put together some stuff since this last live. But guess what? I attracted it because I'm putting in that much work. And come to find out, I ran into, well, I ain't gonna say ran into, but one of the people that's in my circle, they actually doing the same thing, putting some stuff together. So here it is. We ain't talked in a minute, and then we talk. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes just because the person in the same circle don't mean y'all got to talk all the time. Because people got businesses, we do, and take care of this. So it might be a month. All right, you good? What you been up to? Blah, 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 blah. It might be 2 months. And this stuff go by quick. So it ain't that big of a deal to people that got a lot of stuff going. So they putting together some stuff. And come to find out, the energy is just matching up. Just match up. They, and they just like, by the time the weather break, it's really on. So it's on now. It's on and popping now. But by the time the weather break, it's really on. That's because we put in the work now. I don't want to come in the cold either. That's what people don't understand. I don't want to come out in the cold either. But guess what? I got to come outside. That's how I get the work done. That's how I make the money. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to come outside either. But the people that's inside is inside, sleeping, knowing that they should be outside, make some money, looking for ways to make money and stuff like that. But guess what? They're going to stay in the house all into summer. And then when they do come outside, they're going to be having a little side eye at the person that came up over the winter who didn't want to come outside either. Ain't nothing wrong with you not wanting to come outside. Ain't nothing wrong with you not even want to work. You know what I'm saying? But we know we have to work, and we know we have to come outside and get stuff done. There's people at the market. I was at the market earlier. Think people want to come outside in the cold to go to the market? Hell no. But guess what? We was at the market. People freezing and bundled up. The damn snow flurry blowing all in our face. But guess what? It's done. They probably at home all in the heat. I'm out and about right now doing my thing in the heat. You know what I'm saying? I ain't outside right now, but I'm just saying, like, we was. And then actually the sun was kind of peeking out for a minute. It's about to start getting dark, but when I just stepped out there not too long ago, it was still cold. It just seemed like it wasn't as cold as it was earlier when the snow flurries was blowing. But yeah, Raphael, how was the weekend with the grandkids, man? What y'all wound up doing? Did you put on the favorite cartoons? Did you put on they favorite cartoons? And made their favorite food? Like what you usually do? Like what's your plan usually like with them? Like you pick them up. Of course they got to eat, so I know you be having some type of food plan, like something like, all right, I'm about to order this, or I'm gonna make this, or of course kids love snacks. So like how you usually do when you have the grandkids, Raphael? Kids are a lot of fun too, man. I don't understand why people be hating kids or have kids and don't even take care of them, man. The kid ain't actually coming to this world. I don't get it, man. That's unhealthy right there. That's why I tell y'all, like, health is more than just physical. That's an unhealthy mind right there. Bringing kids into the world and you don't even take care of them. Like, you will never be blessed. And then you be sitting back fussing, wondering why in the hell life treating you the way it's treating you. Look in the mirror. You don't take care of your kids. That's why it's treating the way it's treating. Gotta take care of your kids. That's healthy. That's where you get your blessings at. I feel like I got a motto. No matter what I go through in life, as long as I take care of my daughter, I'ma always turn out good. And that's a hell of a motto. So pretty much no matter what I experience, as long as I'm doing good by what I bring into the world, I can't lose. I can't lose. Yep. But yeah. Yep. Raphael, what's on the menu today, man? Let's talk about what's on the menu today. I already ate my big meal earlier. I got one more to eat. I got half of it already set to the side. But I got one more meal. I just gotta stop and grab something because I was at the market earlier. I pretty much grabbed everything I needed. So yeah, it's been going pretty good. Yep, going pretty good. Like y'all got to make sure y'all staying focused out here. Like a lot of stuff is distractions. You know, you got people who ain't into health seeing the most. You got people who ain't even working as hard as you trying to tell you how to do what you need to do. You got people who won't have a roof over their head trying to distract you from keeping that roof over your head. I like one thing I never been into is um, having to be grouped in with people. Like I never felt like I had to need people to feel like I'm somebody, like a crew or a group, which I always have been around a crew or a group, but it was like natural. But I also was doing a lot of stuff by myself and just whenever they wasn't around too. So it wasn't a must. It was just that of course you're gonna see your friends or your homegirls or your boys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times if that's who you're around. But some people they can't do nothing or go nowhere without that, which is the worst. The worst. So, but yeah, y'all. It's 2025. A lot of people, that's all they can say is it's 2025, and it ain't no type of nothing else coming with it. Nothing else coming with it. That's all they can say is it's 2025. There's no other sentence coming after it or none of that. None of that. I was watching something earlier. I tell y'all, like, I don't even do the social media thing. I just be on there to post. But I do stroll just to see the people that support me, just to see what they post. And I only do it for 5 people. So I go down. If you support me, and I don't like this one, I go to the next. And maybe you got something else the next time around that I might like. And then I'll like it. I don't just like stuff just because you support me. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't want you to do that to me. I would want it to be something that you really like. You know what I'm saying? Then you put the like button or leave a comment. But so I'm the same way. I don't just do it to people. I would want you to look at my stuff the same because to me that's genuine. That's keeping it real. So it was something on there, and I was looking at it, and it was this story about this guy. Now I can't get into the details because we on live, but man, there's some sick people out here. This guy did something to somebody that was way younger. I just couldn't believe. Actually, I could. I believe it because it's messed up out here. But this guy, it's just the setup. Like it could have been avoided. It could have been avoided, y'all. But somebody is gone. I'ma just say that. Somebody is unalived off that. Somebody is unalived off of that. And they didn't even get a chance to really experience the world. That's how young they was. By this grown person. So them the only hints I'm gonna get y'all. Sick. That's why I say we gotta be mentally healthy. We gotta be mentally healthy. They showing this stuff all in the courtroom and showing this, and they got the guy sitting right there, and even the judge like throw the book at you. And the judge was saying, at first I thought you was maybe your mental and you was, a little off. And then she was like, but nah, you know exactly what you was doing. You know exactly what you was doing, Mr. So-and-so. I'm like, yeah, throw the book at him. Sick-minded. Y'all pretty much know what I'm talking about. Just the fact of me saying sick. Y'all know what time it is. But somebody ain't here because of that guy. Sick. I can't imagine. And the thing about it is, the young person that got unalived by that person, they didn't even have no protection around them, y'all. They ain't had no type of protection. Parents wasn't around. So-called family member that was around was part of it. Ain't that something? Mental health is everything. That's why health is more than just being physical. It's physical, mental, spiritual, emotional. Man, yeah, Rafi. I wish I can go into more details, man, but I told you my age. This dude was my age. And that person, man, I pretty much just gave a big hint. That person ain't even get a chance to experience life, not even into adulthood. And that person unalived them, man. I'm like, dang, Jesus. And it could have been avoided, man. They was reading like, because they had it in court. They was reading the text messages and like, damn, sickening, man. You could see everybody in the courtroom, like, even his lawyer, the dude lawyer who was sick. Everybody kind of balled up. The judge, everybody eyes squinting, and I'm squinting at the screen. I'm like, they reading the text messages in between him and the person, and I'm like, man, I can't even imagine, man. That's why parents you gotta be around. It's cool to be nosy with your kids and look at the phone here and there, ask them who they on the phone with, who house you going over, introduce yourself to the parent, who house they going. That's why my daughter never really spent the night over nobody's house who was not family. And even because family be the main ones who be doing the crazy sick stuff. But I'm just saying, she never spent the night over nobody's house that wasn't family, who was actually like acting like a leadership of family. That's what I'm saying. Like, wherever she spent the night, it was like granddad, grandma, her auntie. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who was out here who was really taking care of it and still do. Like, it was never she just going over her cousin's house, and then I don't know her cousin's mama, boyfriend. Like, she never go to no house like that. No, never. And I used to always ask her. It's been a minute since I asked her, because she about to be 18, but I used to ask her all the time, did anybody blah, 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 blah? Has anybody ever blah, 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 blah? And it's been probably like a few years since I asked. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should ask her. It's about time me to ask her again. But pretty much once she got like up into an age to where I know she definitely would tell me, I guess that's probably why I bagged up off of it. But mainly when she was like younger, because them the age years to where them the ages to where people try to mold them to where they'll be scared to say something even to their own parents. So I feel if ain't nothing happened to her then, right now she'll definitely tell me. So, but yeah, she always was saying, and I used to twist it up and ask her in different ways. Are you sure? Did you? And I pay attention to her body language, and she was like right on it. Like every time I asked her, it was nothing suspicious about her body language. But yeah, so it's good to, you know what I'm saying, ask people and, stuff like that. Even grandkids, because if I had a grandchild, because the grandchild is like your child, but a child that you can give back to the parents because you're not 100% responsible. You like the backup responsibility for them. You know what I'm saying? You the second parents. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So even if I had grandkids and they was that age, I'd be asking them like, nobody better not be, stuff like that. But yeah. And it's in everybody's family. Like I say, health is health. It's in everybody's family. Like, no. Some sick people out here, y'all. Well, Raphael, what you got up for dinner, man? What's on the menu for the day, man? Got some salmon going. I was watching this video earlier, and somebody's meal prepping some stuff, and they had some salmon on there. What you got up? What's on the menu today, man? You see they talk about banning the TikTok, Raphael. You heard about it? They say it's supposed to take place this week, I think the 19th, Sunday. If what is it? The Supreme Court don't interject or whatever they call it. But yeah, that's something we just got to see. That's what I hear earlier. I told you I had that like 4 days out the week, sometimes five, because it's simple. Yep, it's simple. It don't cost much, and then you can do what you do with it. You can break it down and make a sandwich and put some cheese on it if you want. You can break it down and put it in a make a salad out of it. You can you can just eat it how it is and add the sides to it: sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, whole potatoes, loaded potato. You know what I'm saying? Green beans, asparagus, some kale, some broccoli. Like, it's a lot of stuff you can do with that. That's like, I always tell people, like, get about 2 or 3 spots to get them in different locations. That way, no matter where you at, whether you out by your job, whether you at your house, um, or pretty much whatever direction you usually be in, grinding and doing making your runs. That way you can't lose. Like, if you keep a rotisserie chicken around, you really can't lose. Because even a day that you can't figure out what you want to eat, that's a good way for you to stay focusing on top of your nutrition stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't go wrong. And it's going to be good every time. And the one I grabbed earlier, that's my favorite one. The one I hear earlier. I got 3 spots. The one, I only go to them as my last resort. But I go to 2 and 3 first. But the one I just grabbed earlier, that's number 1. That's my number 1 spot. Yep. And what's crazy is the one that's closest to me, that's the one I don't be wanting most of the time. It's all right, but I use that mainly for, they eat more chicken. The chicken be bigger. But you got to kind of remix the seasoning. You got to re-season it and do what you do. The one I get, like what the area I'm in now, the one I get, all I do is put some hot sauce on it, man. It's perfectly seasoned. And the rotisserie chickens be perfectly cooked, man. Like, you don't have to do nothing. You get it and smell up the whole car. Yep. So, but I feel if you keep a rotisserie chicken around, you good to go. That'll keep you focused. That's why they say, I heard about the TikTok ban. Yeah, man. Yeah, so a lot of people who got businesses or just on the TikTok platform with followers and be promoting this and promoting that. A lot of them is telling their followers to holler at them on another platform like Instagram or YouTube. And then, of course, you got that other thing that's tied into TikTok. I forget what it's called, but I'm on it too. But I ain't really been posting nothing on it like that. I just forget the name of it. But yeah. But yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah. So depend on it. That's big business. That's big business. A lot of people got their businesses on there. A lot of people done built their followers up. We'll see. And then they were saying Elon Musk probably was going to try to get it. And some of the stuff was jokes that they were saying, but some of it was, I guess, true also. But we'll see. We'll see. But that's another reason why I be saying, that goes back to what I was saying as far as like, we need to stay focused. We need to have more than one stream of income. You know what I'm saying? We need to have more than one stream of income. And we need to always make sure that whatever we got going is in our control as much as possible. Because just think, a platform like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, that's still as if we working for somebody, and at any given time they can take that away. It's like the same thing. So the best thing I feel that we should do is do that too. Have whatever job or hustles you got going on outside of this, and that way, if one thing fails, you still got the other thing. It's almost impossible for everything that you got going to fail, especially at the same time. That's almost impossible. Usually if one thing's slow, something else will still be going or pick up. You usually don't just fall off, just like you got 4 or 5 streams of income and then you fall off with 4 or 5 streams of income in that same week and all hell done broke loose with all of them at the same time. Usually they don't be like that. But yeah, so gotta stay focused. That's why I'm always talking about finance and making sure we locked and loaded and health and all that. We can't even get to the money like that if our health ain't right. Especially if you're doing something physical. You got your side hustles and they paying good and all. As soon as that health go to, that's why early Raphael, when we used to talk about those people that talk about health is overrated and all that, yeah, okay. Until you get so sick to where you can't even work and won't nobody hire you. Now you're on disability. Now you don't even have enough money to pay your regular bills. Now you got to go stay with your daughter or your sister or your niece and stay in her basement because you can't even make ends meet because your health then went to shit. You know what I'm saying? Because your health then went to shit. Nah. People full of it. They so full of it, like, they just full of it. Like, no, he need to own his own business or something. Get a side hustle. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. That's why I say I wouldn't even depend on nobody. You depend on somebody, they can get rid of you any second. Any second. Any second. You know what I mean? People got jobs out here and the job gonna look out for themselves first. I don't care how long you've been working for them. The job is gonna look out for themselves first. You gonna come last. So if they need to get rid of you, they gonna get rid of you. They only gonna be thinking about themselves first. All of the companies do it. So the best thing you can do is make sure you got different streams of income and you don't depend on them. And get financially literate to where you at least know where to put the money at. If you don't know where to put the money at, you need to be learning where to put the money at. And it's not in a bank. That's why I'm big on just making sure you got all your ducks in order. These companies don't care. Whatever you work at, it can happen to the best. Start a business, start a side hustle, start something that you got full control over, and then bang it out from there. And once you get the money going, even if you don't know what you want to do from there, just learn and look up and read about where to put the money at. And it's not in the bank. The bank do the complete opposite. That's why the bank tells us to put money into the account, but the bank loan our money out and get 12, 15, 20% interest on the people, depending on how their credit is. But the bank only give us what, 0.00 point whatever percent a year. So you get $1,000 in a bank account, and then at the end of the year, 1 year if it's sitting, you got $1,000 and what, $2 or something. So you only made $1 or $2 off $1,000 sitting in a bank account for a whole year. But they done loaned your $1,000 out and got 80, 100, $200,000 off your 1,000, loaning it out to multiple people. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a big setup. But if you ain't financially literate, you won't even know. You'll just keep on putting your money into the bank. But the bank dishing your money out, giving you the lowest interest rate. What they giving us back is not even I will only use the bank just to deposit my money, and then once it deposit, I'll shoot it to another account, a brokerage account or something. That's how I usually do mine. I'll let it go in there, and then I'll shoot it straight to a brokerage account where I get 8 to 12% return on my money. That's how I do. And all this is dealing with being mentally healthy and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get to this level if you ain't got a certain amount of peace and healthiness going on in your life. Otherwise, everything is a huge distraction. But it takes time. First, we get to pull away from our bad eating habits, from what we was eating when we grew up. The ramen noodles and all. I was looking at a pack of ramen noodles. Ramen noodles got half the sodium of what we need on a daily, just in that one serving. That's ridiculous. All that sodium in there. It got half or more than half of our daily sodium in that one pack serving. So just that one pack, we already up more than half of our sodium of what we need for that whole day. I used to eat that stuff when I was younger. I used to eat it when I was older. I just haven't eaten it in I don't even know how long. It's been a long time. And I used to love the flavor of the shrimp kind and the chicken kind. That was my favorite. But I started pulling away from that stuff once I pulled back from fast food. So it's been a minute. I think I've been off of fast food for what did I say earlier, 5-6 years. About 7 years. It's been about 7 years right now. Yeah, it's about 7 years right now. So I ain't ate no ramen noodles in about 7 years. 7, 8. I probably stopped eating it before I even stopped the fast food. I just know guaranteed about 7, maybe 8 years. I had to. That stuff is. It tastes good, but it's garbage. It's garbage, y'all. We got to get focused. I'm telling y'all, you can't even get your finances right if you're not mentally healthy, y'all. You just can't do it. You can't do it. You got to be mentally healthy to even get your finances right. Once y'all get it, otherwise you going to be heavily distracted. What game's coming on? People calling you. People always ask you to hang out. People telling you to do this or what's going on with Puff Daddy? What's going on with him? Ja Morant, this and that. The Chicago Bulls or the Lions this or Cincinnati Bengals or New York Giants or like it's whether it's sports, women, men, games, food, all of it is a distraction if you don't have control of yourself. You got to be in control of yourself, then allow that stuff to be a part of you. You know what I'm saying? But usually it's the other way around with people. If you can't control you, somebody else will. And somebody had made a statement that I was talking to the other day, because we was talking about what I'm talking about right now. And they was like, yeah, I pulled back from the TV because I realized that I was watching other people that was already paid and rich and successful. And here it is, I'm sitting here struggling. It make perfectly good sense. Like, they promote that, they teach us that. Like, some of the brokest people out here who ain't taking care of kids, who ain't even out here working, and they can tell you any and everything about an actor or actress, sports, or whatever, right? They ain't got nothing going on out here outside of that. And they might even be geared up, have the Jordans on, have this on, a new coat, Nike this, Gucci that. Priorities messed up. They can't give you no real information. They can't give you no real information. That's why I tell y'all got to lock and load on this information and do what you need to do with it. And do what you need to do with it. Like the stuff I be doing, it take a lot out of me a lot of the times. It take a lot of energy, and you got to be mentally locked in. You cannot let nothing outside of what you're working on distract you. And that's how I stay blessed. And I'm also surrounded by people that got the same mindset. They locked in. They don't even let nothing interfere or come into the circle that's not locked and loaded also. It won't add value. It's only going to take value. It's a huge distraction. I'm not saying TV is bad. I'm not saying going out with friends is bad. I'm not saying being around a man or being around a woman is bad. I'm not saying none of that. Only thing I'm saying is you have to get you together before somebody else can come around and be around you. What do you have to share? The more you get you together, the more you got to offer, the more you got to share to the people that's coming into your world. I don't even feel right if I ain't got a foundation together for somebody to stand on. But I'm steady inviting people. Where they gonna stand at? They can't even sit down. I ain't even got nothing to sit on. They just, I invite them, but where? And what we gonna do? I want to invite people to a place. I want to invite people knowing that they get an option to stand or sit down. I want to invite people knowing that they can have fun, they can do this, or they can chill, or just come to eat. They can just come listen to the music. They can just come and talk, have a good catch up on good time. I want to invite people with a substance behind it. I don't want to invite people just knowing. I just want to invite people just because I invite people, and I'm struggling with the invite. We ran out of food early. You ain't even have enough food to begin with. You know what I'm saying? The radio broke. That radio been broke. It was broke before these people got here. Don't try to act like the radio just broke since you got company over here. It's been broke. You got the plug taped up to the back where you reattached it from another plug. That's the fire hazard right there. So you got bootleg radio. You trying to make it seem like it stopped working. You beating all on the damn top of it, trying to get it to work. Talk about some you don't know what happened. You done invited people over. You was short of food. You know what I'm saying? You knew it was gonna run out. It was only enough for you and somebody else, but you invited 15 people over. Like, people be doing stuff like this. They invite people over. Oh, just come, I got it. You only got 2 bottles. 2 people would drink that. You invited 15, 20 people. People be out here playing. Like, only thing I'm saying is if the more we get ourselves together, the more other people would benefit that we want to benefit. You get it? Because we don't want to be the only one up. You get this business going, you share it with your nephew. Nephew, look, this you got to do. Get this, and I'm going to tell you how to do the rest. If he motivated, you're going to want to share with him. If your boy motivated, you're going to want to put him on. If your daughter motivated, you're going to want to put him on. Grandkids, auntie, mama, you know what I'm saying? But we got to get ourselves right first. That's one of my biggest goals for this year. That's why I'm asking y'all what goals y'all have for this year. Like, because that's going to be your get up and go every time it's time for you to get up and get out the house. You being locked and loaded on your plans and your goals for this year. You making sure that you don't get off track, even if you miss a beat on a day and you know you could have done better. Let me get up tomorrow even earlier and make it up tomorrow. I'm going to do more of a workout. I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to get my nutrition in even more. I'm going to do more reading. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get online and see what better jobs is out here. I'm going to do this. This is what we got to do. Because I'm telling y'all, man, this stuff is serious. Watch when that weather breaks. It's going to be a lot of upset people. That's because the people that's really getting it in now is the ones. Rain, sleet, hail, and snow. Rain, sleet, hail, and snow. We ain't out here playing, y'all. We just not out here playing. But people always want to, they always want to try to blame somebody else. No, blame yourself. Blame yourself. We out here getting it in. We ain't out here blaming nobody. We out here doing what we doing, making stuff happen, getting up, getting to it without no type of regrets. We ain't gonna have no regrets because we already know what our goal is. That's why we ain't gonna have no regrets. We already know what our goal is. No regrets. We just at it. We just at it, y'all. We ain't out here playing around. I get up every day to make this stuff happen. One of my goals for 2025 is complete. Grind time is 1. Mother Nature don't stop. Yeah, that's cause look, Raphael, you already said it. So look. People always wanna shine when the sun is shining, right? They always want to shine when the sun is shining, right? But nobody wants to come out when it's raining and when it's pouring down, when it's freezing cold, bust they behind and get it in and say they got it in because it's in them, not on them. Nah. These people only want to come outside when the sun is shining, when it's 70 degrees or higher, when it's car wash weather. You know what I'm saying? When it's running back and forth to the store type weather. and you've been able to take your time without going like this, that's the only time they want to come out. That's for the birds though, man. What about the people that's really focused, locked and loaded, doing what they doing, and been doing it all their life, all winter, rain, sleet, hail, and snow? You know what I'm saying? Rain, sleet, hail, and snow. What about those people? That's why when springtime come, that's really why I be so excited when spring, summertime come. Because it ain't the fact that it's spring or summer. It's the fact what I've done over the winter. So it ain't, oh, it's spring, it's summer, the weather's getting hotter. No. When I think of summer, spring, I'm naturally thinking about winter first. That's the first thing I think about. As soon as I think about spring and summer, I think about the winter, because that's where spring is coming from. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from winter to spring to summer. So my main thing I'm thinking about is what I took care of that whole cold season. That's what's got me hyped for the spring. Otherwise, I can look at spring just like I've been saying how I look at 2025. And all right, so it's springtime. And now what? Like, what's different this spring than last spring for you? Like, what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? People be saying, oh, it's summertime. They gonna do the same damn shit all over again this summer like they done last summer, which is what? Turn up. No one ain't got their priorities together. Probably buy another car. They buy a car every damn year, tax time, and tear it up. Don't take care of it. Don't get no oil change or none of that. For some reason, they just can't keep a car. You know what I'm saying? Buy some clothes. Spend their last on clothes just to go out to a cabaret or a party. You know what I'm saying? And be broke again. It's the same stuff. A lot of these people should be working overtime the whole summer instead of trying to enjoy the nights and it's summertime. No, I don't want to be working in second shift. You should. As bad as your credit is, as bad as your health is, you need to be using that job to get your steps in. You need to be using that job to take care of your credit, build your credit, get some credit going. You need to be using that job to get you, the business that you're trying to do, or get your side hustle going, because you might need a couple of tools to get it going. People don't want to do the work, y'all. That's all that is. They don't want to do the work. They just don't want to do the work. These people are lazy. But Raphael, that's what's up, man. Yeah, that grind serious. Because before you know it, Raphael, you know this weather going to be breaking before you know it, man. Right now it's cold, but this weather going to be breaking before you know it, man. Break before you know it. We already pretty much about to be approaching February. This month going to be gone in probably, another week from now. Like, come next week, this month over with. This month over with. You know what I'm saying? Come next week, this month is over with already. And we going to be in February, which is the shortest month of the year. So y'all got to make sure y'all lock and load y'all goals and be focused. You can't depend on somebody else to lock and load. Now, what you can depend on is somebody else's energy to help with the energy that you already got going on, to help keep you going. You know what I'm saying? To help keep you going even more, I'll say. You know what I'm saying? But you should be doing the work, and then whatever energy the other person have, you can, take from that just for like a confirmation to let you know, okay, he grinding hard, she grinding hard, I'm grinding hard too. You know what I'm saying? He just accomplished some stuff, I just accomplished some stuff too. Like, use it for that. Like, you don't want to just be out with no goals in life, and then you looking at this person to where you that codependent to where, so if I ain't around, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna be able to breathe? No, you need to be able to breathe without anyone else being around. Maybe you breathe even better with other people that's more focused than you, or some stuff like that. But it's got to be in you. That's why they say it's got to be in you, not on you. The average person, it's just on them. It's just on them. It's just on them, and it's seasoned. But it's in us. It's in us. And that's why I say, Raphael, a lot of people be out here, they be playing, man. Like, I know some people right now that's experiencing some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And stuff come up with me all the time to where I gotta still make stuff happen. And me and this person was conversating, and they were just like, man, I got so much stuff on my plate. I got this, I got these businesses, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. He said, and my overhead is in large chunks. You know, I did this, and then this happened, and then this usually don't happen, but I still had to. I was able to relate to it. Trust me. That's why the person was telling me, because they knew it wasn't a waste of time. They knew I was gonna get some good feedback, and and the main thing, they knew that I was gonna be listening instead of just hearing them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I feel you. Like, people don't see what going on in that background. Everybody want to try to front and do this and that. When all hell break loose in that background, people run. Now they ain't got it. You need a favor, they ain't got it. When you was the main one who had it, you was able to do it for any and everybody. But now you just need it, and these people ain't even around like that. Don't nobody got it. That's really what made me go get the grinding harder out here. Because I needed a favor a few times. It was years ago. I don't know. It was probably about 7, 8 years ago. Maybe even 10. I was looking out. And some people wanted back-to-back favors. You know, they'll pay me back, and then they'll need it. I'm like, what, you got some type of habit or something going? Like, all right, here. You know what I'm saying? As long as you give it back, you've been giving it back. But then I noticed something that came up with me, and the favor was just a light favor. It wasn't even, but I needed it at the moment. So it was a serious light favor. They couldn't even do it, and it was like, it happened like 2 times like that. I said, yeah, I'm around the wrong people. Because with that person, it was the whole household, like him and another person. And then it's just me. I'm like, yeah, I can't. I'm working harder than both of y'all put together. So how is y'all not able to make it happen? And I'm able to make it happen even when stuff come up. That's when my whole mind shifted completely. That's why I say it don't matter if it's your favorite, your best friend, your cousin, your boy, you got to be able to cut ties when it's time for you to cut ties. That don't mean we hating on nobody, or we hate somebody, or we don't like somebody. That just means we focusing in on ourselves, and we putting ourselves first. That's what everybody else do. You might as well follow suit. Put yourself first, get yourself together, and then you're gonna really see who is who. Because a lot of people we be thinking that's for us ain't for us. It's just because we really ain't bossed up the way we supposed to be out here bossing up. Cause so they looking at us as not being a threat. Like, oh, he good, he got it. Cool, yeah, yep. Oh yeah, okay, cool, love you. Yeah, now pull up in a different type of vehicle that they wasn't even expecting you to ever be able to have. Get that house that look better than theirs, and this, you ain't even doing this to compete with nobody or shit on nobody. You just doing this because this is what your life can get you now. You know what I'm saying? Grab this, grab that. Even if you living below your means, but they know you got it like that, the energy gonna be different. Because even if you living below your means and they know you got it like that, they gonna try to get you from a different angle, which is gonna be your pockets. Because just the fact of them knowing you got it like that, now they all of a sudden need all these favors. Yeah, I just need gas money so I can get to work. They just gonna ask you for it. They ain't gonna ask to borrow it. Most of them ain't gonna ask you to borrow. Or they might ask you to borrow it as just to downplay it, like just because they know you're gonna say, no, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Oh, greetings from Serbia, my brother. I have to go to training. Come on, see you, man. All right, how you pronounce it? Pavely. All right, Pavely, man. Thanks for checking in to the live too, man. Make sure you like this so we can hit the algorithm too, man. Good talking to you, man. Stay safe and stay up, man. But yeah, that's what I love about these lives, man. You can reach people from all over the world. But yeah, y'all, we just gotta stay focused. The focus thing is serious. You can accomplish whatever you want. And once I realized that everything is set up to be a huge distraction, I started going crazy. I started going crazy, Raphael. Yep. I started going crazy, man. Once I realized it's all the distraction and don't nobody care, I started going crazy. I started going crazy. I'm telling you, Raphael. That's all I had this, and I got to accomplish my goals, my peace of mind. And some people was even reaching out, but it wasn't necessarily out of care. It was out of being nosy. I started going even harder. Eventually, they stopped even getting my attention because I got busy and productive, more productive. And yep, and I'm steady climbing the ladder. I just spent a lot of time working on me. But like I say, when it's time to play, I don't be playing. Like I say, I got this the trip, this vacation, so I don't be playing, man. I work hard. I work hard. I put down my hand. I do what I do. I grind hard. 366 days a year, 8 days a week. 366 days a year and 8 days a week. That's how hard I be grinding. That's how hard I be grinding, y'all. That's how hard I be grinding. And in order for us to stay focused, you got to make sure that whatever you focus in on, always in your face. So, if you focus in on health, you need health stuff always coming at you. Whether it's nutrition stuff, whether it's conversation, whether it's you seeing workouts or you actually doing a workout or cooking the food yourself, you need to always see that. Hear it, smell it, touch it. If you focus in on your finance, you need to be searching this up on YouTube. You need to be Google searching this. You need to be taking notes on what your finance goal gonna be, what you gonna take care of the first 6 months, and what you trying to accomplish in a year, or you know what I'm saying. You need to be, this stuff need to be in your face. That's why I tell people, get you some notepads. Some people take notes in their phone, all that type of stuff. I still do. I take it in in my phone also, but I mainly do it in those little notebook binders, them little different colored notebooks that we used to have in school. The little red, green, and blue, them little books where the paper rip out. I put most of my notes in there. And then once I accomplish the goal, I go back through there and X out all the pages, y'all. Now I'm just going back down memory lane like, dang, I remember when I was trying to figure this out. I remember when I was trying to figure that out. Dang, I remember when I was stuck on this. Now I know this like the back of my hand. And then I usually take that whole book and throw it away. Because it's done. Now everything up here or out here taken care of. Like if I had to open up an account, you know what I'm saying? That was my goal and it's by March. Okay, let me go open up this account. My August goal was this, like all this stuff be in there. That's why I say, like, once I'm about to finish a goal, I don't wait till I get 100% finished with a goal. Once I know it's pretty much over with, about 80 to 90%, I already kind of start putting the other one in place. So I go from one goal to the next, and it worked like a charm. I keep my goals and what I'm focusing on at the moment in my face. Nutrition, finance, fitness, lifestyle, travel. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever I'm trying to focus in on, I keep it here. I wake up to it. I focus on it all throughout the day, and I go to sleep to it. So I got little time and little distraction that's able to throw me off, because everything is already mapped out. And then every blue moon, I'm able to kind of do a little freestyle because I done took care of that much stuff and pretty much everything is done. I'm caught up. I'm not behind. So then I'm able to kind of freestyle. It's kind of like a cheat day, but I don't really like to call it a cheat day, because if you live in a healthy lifestyle, you don't need a cheat day. You just treat yourself just balanced out with the 80% good eating and the 20% bad eating. So it's kind of like just rewarding myself. I say that to just being focused and staying focused. So since I'm so caught up and I ain't behind, let me go ahead and do this, whatever the hell I want to do. And I don't get too crazy with it. And then I'll get right back to what I got to get to later on that day or the next day. It's all balance. But that's what we got to make sure we do, Raphael. That's what we got to do, y'all. We got to make sure we locked and loaded. Because like I said, I ain't playing. I don't want to come outside either. You know what I'm saying? But it's got to be done. I don't want to sit in. Now, I might not want to come outside. I don't want to sit in the house either. Sit in the house. I'm only in the house to get some stuff done. Like whatever I'm looking up or to rest my body, to eat, to do what I do. I use the house only for what I need it for. But when I exit the house, I'm putting it down, y'all. I'm putting it down. We getting it in. I'm talking about I'm putting it down. I'm putting it down. So, gotta be focused, y'all. It ain't nobody's fault but your own. I'm only responsible for me. I'm not responsible for you, only for me. And it's working. As soon as you start focusing off to somebody else's business, it never worked. Because they're going to always show you how grown they are by rebelling, by not cooperating, by telling you that they grown. You know what I'm saying? By doing the complete opposite. That's why it's a waste of time. Most of the time, it's a waste of time even conversating with the average person. Because most of the time, the conversation ain't going to even go nowhere. Especially if y'all think opposite. Next thing you know, this person and they feeling, they kind of brushing you off. They kind of turned their head to the side. Now you still talking. Hey, they kind of just brush you off all because you got a different opinion about how you live your life. Don't nobody care. That's why I tell people, don't nobody really care at the end of the day. But you should care. Wash yourself up, stay focused, lock and load, and I'm telling y'all can accomplish whatever y'all trying to accomplish. Wash yourself up, lock and load, and stay focused. That's what we got to do. It's 2025, but 2025 means nothing if you don't have new goals and things that you plan on accomplishing. It's your boy, D Weezy. We out of here. Thanks for tuning in, Raphael. I'll catch y'all on the next one.